What's up guys, welcome to a new video on the channel. In today's video I'm going to breaking down my morning routine or how I prepare for a trading day as a trader. Like and subscribe, I really appreciate that because I think it will be a pretty valuable video. And let's get into the content. So let me start by saying what my routine looks like. So every morning when I wake up, whether it's a busy day or a weekend day, holiday, whatever, I go behind the charts and I look at Bitcoin, Ethereum and gold standard. These three assets I always look at regardless of the situation. And sometimes of course when it's busy or things to do or it's a busy day as mentioned, I just look at my levels and that's it. So for example, let me open the daily folder. These are the levels and that's it. Now these levels can give trading opportunities surely, but they're not going to get hit every 15 minutes or 1 hour. This is not an analysis to say right now I'm behind the charts for the next hour, 2 hours and I'm actively monitoring price. That's not what those levels are for. For that I need to go more into depth and more into the lower time frames, but that's not what I do in the morning. So what I do, Bitcoin, Ethereum, gold, just the main levels. I can show it on Ethereum as well. Main levels on gold, just the main levels, not the 5-minute level trading opportunities, but the 1 or 4 hour levels that indicate direction and still give trading opportunities, of course. So sometimes my routine is a bit longer, then I also look at other cryptocurrencies as Solana or forex currency pairs, like these ones, the main ones of course, or even stocks when I have time. Just a regular view on the market, surely with right now the news ongoing. Sometimes look at the oil prices or the Nasdaq, S&P 500, stuff like that. But just as mentioned, mainly in the morning my top 3, because I mainly trade crypto. Of course I'm getting into forex as well, but I mainly trade crypto, so I have to look at the price every day to stay up to date. And yeah, it wouldn't be good for me if I'm in a rush or I have like 20 minutes in the morning to start looking at stocks and options for no reason. So I mentioned this is my routine and how I prepare for a trading day, but this is not exactly what I do if I'm actively trading. So of course every day I have my phone with me like every person, so you can be on your phone, but I can't be behind the charts 24/7. Neither should you or anyone, because that's not healthy. These levels are just for in case in the day and I see price is near my level or price hit my level, I can enter a trade. But these trades are not trades you have to monitor every second. You just know, for example, if price comes here, you want to play the continuation up, like a little reversal here. You have our stop loss here to be there. That's it, we put it in and we leave it. I don't have to actively monitor everything. Like when I'm behind the charge the entire day, or I say in the afternoon I have a couple of hours free time, I'm actively going to scalp or trade or monitor price action. Then I go into the lower time frames and then you can actually start indicating like 3-minute levels, 5-minute levels to start literally trading right now, searching for trades. Of course it's not good to force trade, surely not as a beginner, but if you're more of an expert or you're more advanced, you can surely start scalping and actually start finding the trades and not always having to wait hours to trade. But then I don't have my normal routine most of the time, even though I know I'm going to have a trading day. With trading day I mean I'm going to be behind the charts a lot. I still don't do it in the morning. I just do it when I start my trading stuff, because I like to have the routine in the morning as quick as possible. Of course I don't rush. Yeah, okay, this is done. No, but still it's part of my routine, and routine is meant to be the exact same every morning. So you wake up, you eat, you do this, you go to the bathroom, whatever, and I do this. That is part of my routine. That's why I want to keep it simple, even though I know later on the day I'm going to trade more. Then I'll do that later on the day, set my levels on all assets I'm watching. So that was a lot of yapping. I actually got kind of hot because of it, but let me also show quickly. It's not the purpose of this video, because I already made a video how to chart and how do I find my levels, but how does it look in the morning. So always look, of course, and I already mentioned that the first time doing this, if your chart is empty, you're going to have more work, of course, because you have nothing to base it off. You have to go on the daily, on the weekly, understand everything, the global picture. But once you do that on a consistent basis, you do that every day, you have your levels. Not all of these levels are hit today or even tomorrow or even this week. So a lot of these levels, apart from maybe these two, but I don't even know if they get hit today, they will be there tomorrow. So I don't need to rechart my entire chart every day. So let's say I have levels here. Let me just do quickly. Then in the morning I see, of course, these levels are not longer necessary. Let me look at them and let me rechart. Of course these levels are still valid. Why wouldn't they be? They haven't been hit, so that would be dumb to say, oh no, they're no longer valid. That just means that I basically say my analysis from yesterday or last week was shit and no longer valid. But maybe zoom in a bit. 15 minutes, we made a low here, so this is a hold, so this can be an interesting level. If you look up, top range, there's nothing much here, so this is the level. Okay, that's it. And then I look at my levels. Of course, I don't start learning the price levels on top of my head. No purpose doing that. But just this, look at the charts, look what we're doing. We're in an uptrend. If I want to trade today, I'm going to look for longs probably. And that's it. And that do I for Ethereum and for gold, same thing. And that's basically how you can very shortly implement this in your morning routine without having to spend hours in the morning or whatever in the day for your trading journey. I know this may be a shorter video, but the main purpose of this video was just explaining what my routine is, how I prepare for a trading day, and how I do it, as mentioned, in the morning, 15 minutes most of the time, maybe even less, sometimes 10 minutes. Surely, as mentioned, sorry that I have to repeat it. If you have your levels from the days before, not all levels will be gone, so you have most of the levels still in there. And then you just look at the new levels created or what price did, price broke levels, and then you have your new levels, of course. And that's it. Sometimes you can surely do that. I'm not really a fan of it because I have my phone with me or even my PC 24/7, so I don't have to limit them. You can surely say, oh, here, this is my level, let me place a limit order here. You can perfectly do that on alert. You can perfectly do that as well. I would just prefer not to, but that's just personal preference, and also depends on how much screen time you can get in the day, how long you monitor price in the day. For now, that was it. If you have another routine, longer, shorter, better, you think, let me know in the comments or join our community, of course, where I actually post these daily updates, Bitcoin, Ethereum, Gold. Every morning they're posted in the server, so have a look in the description and join. And let me know what your thoughts on my routine or your routine. Let them know, can always learn. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.